where Volkswagen went right and very wrong with the ID Buzz. There are cars that sell because they are practical. There are cars that sell because they are fast. And then there are cars that sell because they make you feel something. The Volkswagen ID Buzz was supposed to be that third kind of car. When Volkswagen first revealed the concept back in 2017, people lost their minds. It was the electric rebirth of the original Microbus, a rolling piece of nostalgia, a cultural icon brought back for the Eve era. It had the design, it had the story, it had the heritage. And for a moment, it felt like Volkswagen had finally cracked the code for America again. But fast forward to today, and the ID Buzz is not dominating American roads. It is not reshaping the EV market. And it is definitely not flying off dealer lots. So what happened? How did one of the most charming electric vehicles ever made turn into one of the most complicated business missteps in recent memory? Today, we are breaking down exactly where Volkswagen absolutely nailed it with the ID Buzz and where they completely dropped the ball. Let's plug in. First, let's give credit where credit is due. Volkswagen got the design right, really right. The ID Buzz does something that almost no modern EV does. It makes people smile. The two-tone paint, the massive illuminated VW badge, the short overhangs, the upright stance. It instantly connects you to the 1960s Microbus without feeling like a cheap retro copy. And that connection matters. The original bus was not just transportation. It represented freedom, road trips, surf culture, music festivals, family adventures. It became a symbol of an era. Volkswagen understood that emotional equity is powerful, and they tapped directly into it. Every time as someone sees an ID Buzz in person, it gets attention. Crowds gather around it. People take photos. Kids point at it. Adults start telling stories about the one their parents used to own. From a brand storytelling perspective, this was brilliant. Then there is the packaging. The ID Buzz is genuinely spacious. The flat EV floor creates a lounge-like interior. The panoramic glass roof makes the cabin feel open and airy. The seating position is comfortable and commanding. It feels different from the sea of gray crossover SUVs that all look the same. And on their own, it delivers what you would expect from a modern electric vehicle. Smooth acceleration, quiet ride, comfortable suspension, instant torque. So from a product design standpoint, Volkswagen did a lot right. But here is the problem. Emotion only gets you so far in America. Because once the initial excitement wears off, buyers start doing math. And that is where things get uncomfortable. The ID Buzz in the United States starts around $60,000 and quickly climbs towards $70,000 depending on trim. Now think about that for a second. The original Microbus became iconic because it was affordable and accessible. It was fun, yes, but it was also within reach for regular families. A $70,000 nostalgia van is not mass market. It is boutique. And then you add range into the conversation. The ID Buzz delivers roughly 230 to 240 miles of range in real-world conditions. In today's EV market, especially in America, buyers expect 300 miles or more at that price point. When potential customers gather around the vehicle and you tell them the price and the range, you can literally see the enthusiasm fade. Charm alone cannot justify that gap. Now compare that to something like the Tesla Model Y. The Model Y offers longer range in many trims. It has access to a massive charging network. It comes in at a lower starting price, and it has built momentum as one of the best-selling vehicles in the world. When families are spending $60,000 or more, they are not just buying vibes. They are buying numbers, range, efficiency, infrastructure, resale value. The ID Buzz wins on personality, but it struggles on value proposition. And that was only part of the challenge. The timing was another major issue. Volkswagen revealed the ID Buzz concept in 2017. It did not go on sale in the United States until 2024. 7 years. In the electric vehicle world, that is an eternity. When the concept debuted, Tesla was still ramping the Model 3. The EV market was wide open. Interest was exploding. There was novelty. There was energy. If Volkswagen had launched this vehicle around 2020 or 2021, it could have ridden that first major wave of EV enthusiasm. Instead, it arrived into a very different environment. Higher interest rates, slowing EV demand growth, reduced incentives for many buyers, increased competition, tariff uncertainty. Momentum matters in this industry. Volkswagen had it in 2017. By 2024, that momentum had cooled dramatically. And the delay was not random. After the diesel emissions scandal, Volkswagen aggressively pivoted toward electrification. But internally, the ID Buzz was handed off to the commercial vehicle division instead of the core passenger car engineering teams. Those commercial engineers had less experience building electric vehicles for the American market. That created learning curves, development slowdowns, and internal friction. Time slipped away. And when time slips in this industry, competitors do not wait. Then there is the Europe-centric mindset. Volkswagen has long struggled with what many call its America problem. The company designs beautifully for European tastes. Then it tries to adapt those vehicles for the United States instead of engineering them specifically for American buyers from the start. In Europe, compact vans make sense. Streets are tighter, distances are shorter, energy costs are higher, range expectations are different. In America, we drive farther. We want bigger batteries. We want value per dollar. We want vehicles that can handle long road trips with ease. The ID Buzz feels like it was designed primarily for European sensibilities and then adjusted for the United States. It does not compete directly with large American SUVs. It does not undercut premium EV crossovers. It sits in an awkward middle space. And that is a dangerous place to be in a highly competitive market. Production decisions made things even more difficult. The ID Buzz is built in Hanover, Germany. That plant has some of the highest labor costs within the Volkswagen Group. Higher labor costs translate directly into higher pricing. If this vehicle had been built in Chattanooga, Tennessee, alongside the ID4, Volkswagen might have had more flexibility to price it aggressively for American families. Instead, European production costs, logistics, and tariff factors stacked on top of each other. By the time the ID Buzz reached American dealerships, it was no longer positioned as an affordable spiritual successor to a beloved icon. It was positioned as a premium lifestyle product. That is a very different audience. And this highlights a bigger issue for Volkswagen in the United States: brand identity. Volkswagen does not sell trucks in America. Its SUVs are solid but rarely class leaders. Its EV lineup is limited. The ID4 is competent but not dominant. The ID7 is not coming to the US. And now the ID Buzz has stumbled out of the gate. When the ID Buzz arrived, it did not land within a strong, cohesive EV ecosystem. Compare that to Tesla. Tesla built its brand around clear messaging, rapid software updates, charging infrastructure, and execution consistency. Volkswagen feels like it is still searching for its American voice. The ID Buzz was supposed to help redefine that voice. Instead, it exposed the uncertainty. Now here is the important part. The ID Buzz is not a total failure. It proves that Volkswagen can still build a vehicle that connects emotionally with buyers. It proves that heritage still matters. It proves that not every EV has to look like a wind tunnel experiment. There is real value in that. If Volkswagen can combine this level of design and emotional storytelling with competitive pricing, stronger range, and sharper execution in future products, it absolutely has a path forward. The ingredients are there. They just miscalculated the recipe this time. And that brings us to a bigger lesson about the EV market. Charm does not win by itself. Nostalgia does not win by itself. Heritage does not win by itself. Execution wins. Pricing wins. Range wins. Infrastructure wins. And that is exactly why the Tesla Model has become one of the best-selling vehicles in the world. It does not have a retro vibes. It does not draw crowds at cars and coffee. It does not make people tell stories about the 1960s. But it nails the fundamentals. And that is what ultimately moves the market. If you want to see how Tesla built a vehicle that dominates globally while Volkswagen struggles to translate brilliance into market share, you need to watch our deep dive on the Model Y next. Because when you compare these two vehicles side by side, you start to see exactly what separates emotional design from market execution. And trust me, that conversation gets even more interesting. I will see you in that video.